Something that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, at least on TikTok, is what comes with having a lot of death or like experiencing a lot of grief at a really young age, like what that does to you and your brain and your attachment style. And the older I get, I'm 25 now, I just realize how that's manifested in my psychology or even just having older parents. I had like my entire family die. See, like even the laughing, I like why am I, like that's not funny. Like why am I laughing about that? Even having older parents though, like my dad is 72 and my mom is 61. And I'm in Switzerland right now. We just got to Switzerland and my family's on this 3-week trip in Europe. It's my mom, my stepdad, my dad, and my stepmom. So my parents are divorced. And it's supposed to be all of us in Europe for like 3 weeks. And there was something wrong with my stepmom's visa. So my dad and my stepmom live in Indonesia. My dad is like the coolest ever. And my dad is like young, like spirit wise, just the way he acts, the way he carries himself is like very young. Like my parents are both very, very active and you would never know that he was 72. You would think he was like 10, 20 years younger. So they live in Indonesia because my dad's just the coolest and he does shit like that. So he moved to Indonesia and remarried with this amazing woman after I graduated college. And they're supposed to be with us on this trip. And so we went to Paris, Strasbourg, France, and now we're in Basel, Switzerland. So there was a problem with my stepmom's visa, and so she wasn't able to come. So they weren't able to come to Paris and Strasbourg, but they're meeting us in 2 days in Lucerne, which is amazing. But there was a second where we were like, I don't know if they're going to be able to come. And it made me so sad and so scared because I realized how much I value my time with him because he's older and I'm going to cry. And just like what my relationship with my parents means to me. I've had such a unique relationship with my parents. My parents and I are very much like friends. Like if you heard me on the phone with my parents, you wouldn't know that it was my parents. You could definitely assume that it was one of my friends. And it's just I think just grief and death and the concept of death and the realization of the fragility of life is such a salient part of my life. Like if someone doesn't answer the phone, I immediately think that they are dead. Like that's my initial automatic default response. My nervous system just responds that way. And I think that's really sad and I'm working on that. But also it has made me value my life more in terms of like my relationships with people. Like I value my friendships and my relationships with the people that I love and just the people that I meet. And I love people so much. And it's really become my greatest gift is my ability to connect with other people and the desire to get to know other people and be curious about other people and just have like love for other people, because I realize the chances of you really having a deep, meaningful connection with somebody that's not like your sibling is rare. And I have it with so many friends. And I think it's because I value it so much. And I value my relationship with my parents so much. And it's just interesting how it's manifested in my psychology. And it is really sad and unfortunate. But yeah, I think it's a great thing. And it just made me value my experiences so much more. And I think that's something that you really can't understand unless you've dealt with really close like family deaths from a young age, or like you have older parents and you just realize like, wow, I feel pressure to have kids younger. I feel pressure to spend more time with you. And of course I want to, but just the thought of that is always looming. And it kind of underpins just the way that you think about your relationships. Anyway, I find that really interesting.